Welcome to another Clawhammer Banjo video tutorial, lesson, playthrough, walkthrough, and by the end of this video, hopefully you will have this new song in the bag, Soldier's Joy. Obviously you're not going to learn anything unless you have your 5-string banjo in hand, so go and grab your banjo. You're going to have to tune up this one to double C tuning. So that's G, C, G, C, D. It should sound like that. Hello! It's alright. Hello you. Oh, he's alright. Hello. You can say hello.
Come on,
Hector. So some prerequisites for this tutorial is you're going to obviously need the bum ditty basic freehling strum fairly solid. And the chords for this tune we're going to use, obviously we're in we're in double C tuning, so I'm going to play a C chord. I'll put it on the screen here so you can see it. C, I'm going to play a G and an F chord, but mostly it's C. And a lot of the times when we play in C, we don't actually just keep our finger down, we just play it open. And that's the beauty of the double C tuning. That's the beauty of it. So even though, you know, you might not have those skills locked in, this is a great video lesson to work on those skills. And also it helps to have a little bit of basic tab reading. And again, if not, we'll just work through it together. Anyway, Soldier's Joy. So as I played through it, I'll just do another quick playthrough so you can hear it again. Have you?
Remember my wife?
Oh, aye. Were you rambling?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, he was on the thing up there,
And
wasn't
I
you?
saw the video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did you?
did
Yeah.
that,
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was sat on the wall, wasn't I? On the
Yeah.
brick wall. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice day and all, wasn't it? Yeah. A bit warmer. So I'm working on a new video lesson for my friend. So I'd like record a video, put it on the internet, like do it nice and slow,
yeah.
with like on-screen thing, you know, like graphics to help them play along.
Tutorial.
Tutorial. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So put it on YouTube and then hopefully somebody sees it and gives it a like, you know.
Right. Have a good day.
Yeah, all the best. Nice to see you again. All right. So lovely melodic tune, a lot of fun to play, and even though it might have sounded quite complicated then, we're going to play for it in the style that I teach, which is a simply songs format where we're going to strip down the tune right down to its bare bones. So any Clawhammer Banjo tune, regardless of how complex we make it sound, full of decorations and embellishments, can all be stripped back down to just 4 core ingredients, and those ingredients are the rhythm, which is the basic freehling strum to start with, the melody, which is the skeleton of the song, the harmony, which is the chords that we play, and finally the lyrics, which is the story that we read out as we play the tune. Now, what we're going to do in this tune, we're going to strip it right back down to its bare bones, just those 4 core ingredients. If you imagine a banjo tune is like a wedding cake, like a complete wedding cake, you know, it's beautiful, it's sat on its plinth, it's got a spotlight on it, it's got sprinkles on it, decorations, the 2 little bride and groom models on the top, and it's full of floral, fancy stuff. But once you peel all that stuff away and you take it off the plinth and you remove all the fondant and the icing and the decorations, all you're left with is basically a Victoria sponge inside. And that's what a Clawhammer Banjo tune is. Once you strip away all the fancy stuff, you're just left with sponge, left with cake. And that's what I like to call it. I call it the Clawhammer Banjo cake. And that is the first thing that we're going to do with Soldier's Joy. We're going to strip away everything, take it right back to its bare bones, right back to its core ingredients, the cake, and we'll build it up in complexity from there. So, grab your banjo, tune to double C, and we're just going to start straight away. Again, I'll put the tabs on here, we'll work through it slowly together, and then once we've done that, we'll start adding some fancy stuff to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so this tune is going to start on the middle string, open, so we're not fretting anything. I mean, you could hold the C chord if you wanted to. If you didn't, doesn't make much of a difference. But I think for the sake of it, we'll just leave it open for now. So, middle string, one bum ditty on the middle string. And you'll see when I do that, you'll see it highlight appear. Here we go. So, bum ditty. And it is also worth, and I recommend always doing this when you learn a tune, is know and at least speak the lyrics as you play it. Now, even if you have no intention of playing and singing at the same time, if you look at the lyrics as being checkpoints on a racetrack in a video game or just landmarks, that's what the lyrics and the syllables in the lyrics do. And if ever you play through a song and you get lost halfway through and you start struggling like, oh, I forgot where I was, knowing what the lyrics are in your head can help you just bring everything back and get you back on track. Anyway, so middle string. Starting on the middle string. Bum bum ditty. Well, and from there we're going to fret the 4th string at the 4th fret. Bum ditty. Don't wanna. So the first measure sounds like this. Well, I don't wanna. Now I'd recommend fretting that string with your ring finger because it sets us up nicely for the next part, which is going to be middle string again, but fretted at the 2nd fret. And you'll see how I can go from my ring finger to that one like that, and just jump across. I don't know if you can see it well on the camera. But yeah, so I'm moving from the 4th string at the 4th fret, ring finger, and then jumping across to the middle string at the 2nd fret. Hurt, no. Followed by the 2nd string open. More, my. So it doesn't sound like much at the moment, but let's just play through that slowly. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more. Can you hear it yet? The tune's coming through. Do it a little bit quicker. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more, my. There you go. You can hear it all coming together now. And that's the 4 core ingredients. We've got the bum ditty rhythm. That's ingredient 1. We're speaking the lyrics. That's ingredient 2. We've got the melody notes that we're striking. That's the 3rd ingredient, and we're tuned to that chord, so that's the harmony, that's the 4th ingredient. Again, well, I don't wanna hurt no more, my 2nd line. So basically the first part of the 2nd line is just a repeat of the first measure. Legs are turning. And then from there, when we say that legs are turning, the turning part, we're going to fret the 4th string. So when we fret the 4th string at the 4th fret there, we're going to actually use our index finger. So legs are turning. And then all you're going to do then is slide that finger up to the 2nd fret and then plant your middle finger down on the 2nd string, 2nd fret to play that G chord. So you hear it? Open C, G. And then we're just going to play 2 bum ditties on the 4th string. Green, won't you? So all together. Legs are turning green, won't you? And then moving on, we've got, we're going to release that G chord back onto the middle string. Give me some of that soldier's joy. You might think I'm rushing through though, but if you look at the 3rd line here, it's a mirror of the 1st line. So if you've got the 1st line nailed down, by default, if you work on those first 2 measures, and you get that right, that's 50% of the verse in the bag, done. So the 3rd line goes, give me some of that soldier's joy if. Okay. And then we're going to play the 1st string at the 2nd fret. Drop back down onto that G chord, but still hitting the 1st string. What I release the G chord, and then it's the 2nd string twice. Me and it's. So all together. You know what I mean, and it's. Okay, so that's the full verse done. What we'll do now is play through that nice and slowly, and if it's too fast for you, in YouTube there's a little gear icon at the bottom. If you click on the gear icon, you can actually turn the playback speed down slower, or if you find it too easy, you can actually turn it up and make it a little bit faster. But what I'll do now, I'll just bum ditty my way through the verses, and you can try and play along if you can. So, let's go for it. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and well, I don't wanna hurt no more. My legs are turning green. Won't you give me some of that soldier's joy, if you know what I mean? Again. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more. My legs are turning green. Won't you give me some of that soldier's joy, if you know what I mean? So I'm fairly confident that that is the verses. What we'll do, we'll keep it fairly simple for now. We'll just get that song and that rhythm and that basic cake of the Clawhammer tune into our memory, into our muscle memory, and what we can do then is we can decorate it up afterwards. But for now, we're going to move on to the chorus. Now the chorus sounds like this. $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. Very melodic, it's a lovely tune to play. So we'll start off on the first string at the 2nd fret, $10, and then we're gonna, basically for this one, what I'd recommend you do is use your index finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, $10, and then use your pinky finger up here to get that 1st string at the 5th fret, because you're up here, so you're just doing that, $10 pinky, for the, release it, more, and then you want to have your fingers ready for the F chord. Now to fret the F chord, I use my ring finger, 1st string, 3rd fret, and then my index finger, middle string, 2nd fret, like that. So all together it'll go $10 for the open, more, F chord, 3, and then we're going to release the F chord, and we're going to play the 1st string at the 2nd fret, $5 for the G, hold the G chord, then we're going to bum ditty it on the 1st and middle string. Beer. So all together it goes $5 for, oops, $5 for the beer. Okay. And then you'll notice that the 3rd line down is a mirror of the 1st line again. So just like the verses, if you can master the 1st line, the first 2 measures, then you've got 50% of the chorus in the bag. So the 3rd line goes $10 for the morphine. Finally, the bottom line, the very last row, is you're going to play the 1st string, 2nd fret. Take me a G chord away from, and then C chord on the 2nd string here. So you'll see the last part of the 3rd line and the bottom line, you're going to go from F to C to G back to C in fairly quick succession. So the last bit can be quite tricky, but it's very rewarding to be able to do that. And what I'll do, I'll just play through the last 2 lines fairly moderately fast, just so you can hear the actual melody come through. So it'll go $10 for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. Okay, and then what we'll do exactly what we did with the verses. We'll play through the chorus 2 times. Again, you can slow it down or speed it up depending on how you find it. And if you're finding this video tutorial useful, be sure to check out my website, banjoadventures.com. I've got a growing library of play-along tutorials just like this one. and you can work through those. They're a lot of fun to play, and with each song lesson that I do, I also include a bit of education and knowledge and other skills as well. So rather than just being just a plain tutorial, you'll learn some extra skills too, and they are very useful. So be sure to do that. Check out banjoadventures.com and have a look at all the other songs that I've got on there. Anyway, so let's play through this chorus. We'll play through it a couple of times at moderate speed, and then after that we'll start decorating the tune, make it sound a bit more fancy. Okay, so starting at the beginning of the chorus. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. Again, $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. Now let's do it all the way through, starting at the verses. Are you ready? Okay. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and well, I don't wanna hurt no more, my legs are turning green, won't you give me some of that soldier's joy, if you know what I mean, and it's $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, gonna take me away from here. As always, you can just pause the video or rewind it and play through that as many times as you like. Next step, we're going to decorate this tune, we're going to embellish it and make it sound a lot more fancier. Now there's 2 quick wins for this. I'm not going to tell you exactly what string to hammer on and what slide to play here and what to do there, because that just strips away all the creativity, and it really, what I want you to do is take this bare bones away and come up with your own, your own fancy versions, because there's an infinite different ways of playing this tune. The way I've just taught you then, that's basically the skeleton. Now it's your chance to decorate it. So the easiest quick win to decorate this tune, if we go back to the verses, what we're going to do is, oh by the way, I forgot to mention, if you are somebody who likes to come up with your own ideas, because what I try to teach in Banjo Adventures is not just replicating songs, but to come up with your own creative ideas and a place to store those ideas, a place to write them down. I've got the perfect book. It's this book here. It's called, if I can turn it around, The Banjo Adventures, the Songsmith Scratchpad. Now, this book, it's got guided lines in it. I don't know if you'll be able to see there because it's a bit awkward, but I'm writing all my notes there, and all the pages have guided lines for banjo tabs. I'll show you a close-up on the picture, and you can write all your tunes in there, all your ideas. If ever you get a bit of an earworm that you're playing your banjo and you want to write it down and keep it forever, this is a perfect book for that. Scan that QR code there. It'll take you to one of my private YouTube lessons, and it'll teach you how to read banjo tabs for beginners. So it's a great thing to have. It's got just over 200 pages, so it'll last you a lifetime, and you won't need to buy another one. And it's the perfect place to keep all your creative ideas. Anyway, so going back to the verses, we're going to decorate this tune now. So what we're going to do, the simplest quick win is to literally just play a hammer on onto any fretted note. So starting off on the first line, well, I don't wanna hurt no more, my. What we're going to do for that one is we're just going to play a hammer on where we fret the 4th string at the 4th fret. So we'll play well, I, just a bum ditty, and then for the don't wanna, we're going to play a hammer on 4th string, 4th fret. Don't wanna, you get that? Well, I don't wanna. It's all about the timing with hammer-ons. You want to get the timing nice. Well, I don't wanna. And then we're going to move onto that middle string 2nd fret and do the exact same thing again. Hurt no more my. Did I go too fast for you? Let's try again. Hurt no more my. All together. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more my. Okay, again. Well, I don't wanna. Oops. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more my. 2nd line, same again, just play the hammer-ons. Legs are turning. And you can hammer on that G chord too. Green, won't you? So all together. Legs are turning green, won't you? The first 2 rows all together. Well, I don't wanna hurt no more, my legs are turning green. So you can hear how just adding the hammer-ons just creates a lot more interest and excitement and melody with that one. Again, 3rd line down, we're going to just keep with the hammer-ons. Give me some of that soldier's joy if you know what I mean. So I'm just hammering on all the fretted strings, all the fretted notes. I'm just going to hit hammer-ons. So all together, the verses with all the hammer-ons should sound like this. Well, I don't want to hurt no more, my legs are turning green. Give me some of that soldier's joy if you know what I mean. Keep messing that last part up. You know what I mean. And then another really cool decorative part is in the chorus. So I'll just quickly run through and I'll tell you which part to do this bit in. So we're going to play $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, take me. Now this part, we're going to do something a little bit tricky to make it sound really cool. So normally we'd play it like this. Take me away from here. So on the G chord part, the away from, take me away from. So that part there, we're going to ditch the chord. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to fret the middle string at the 4th fret. And then we're going to play a double thumb. And a double thumb is where you basically do that. So we're not bum ditty in it, we're double thumbing it. It's another technique that I teach my members in Banjo Adventures, double thumb. And all we're going to do is we're going to keep our middle string fretted at the 4th, and then we're going to double thumb on the 1st and 2nd string, and then we're going to double thumb again on the middle and 5th string. So it should go. Okay, it's a bit tricky, but I'm sure you can handle it. And then that should go, take me away from, and then finish off on the 2nd string open twice. Here. So all together, the last line should go, take me away from here. Take me away from here. All together, the chorus. $10 for the morphine, $5 for the beer, $10 for the morphine, take me away from here, take me away from here, take me away from here, take me away from here. That is Soldier's Joy, another tune in the bag. Hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Be sure to give it a like, and if you want more, check out banjoadventures.com. and I can teach you a lot more tunes. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next one.